It is officially the end of week 8, and this week is a different one. I'm actually currently in my childhood home in Columbus, Ohio, and if you don't know why, I'll explain that in a second, but let's get right into it. This week, I have been to Arizona and Nevada, and I only talked to 21 people, bringing our grand total to, I believe, 624 now, from a total of 33 states, and yes, one of those is DC. Let's get right into the highlights and why I'm in Columbus right now. First of all, Sunday of last week, the beginning of the week, I was in Arizona at the Grand Canyon. And this is my first time seeing the Grand Canyon, and while the weather could have been better, I also think that because it rained, I got some incredible photos of the Grand Canyon. You can see those here, and I talked to some very interesting people. My running theory that the happiest people in the United States are park rangers continues. That continued with some of the people I talked to at the Grand Canyon. But the standout story from the Grand Canyon was one woman who I met with her small dog, and I met her on my way out from the main, I think they call it the first look at the Grand Canyon. And I stopped her and gave her my spiel. She gave me her life advice, and I come to learn that she got divorced, I think 5 years ago, and she had always told herself, she's like, I can't wait for someone to take me to the Grand Canyon one day. And she thought that someone was going to be her former partner. And even in the last 5 years, she still thought, I can't wait to go to the Grand Canyon one day or travel across the country with a friend. And at some point she decided, you know what? Why am I waiting for someone to come along with me? I can go on my own with her dog. And that's what she was doing. I met her right as she was about to say. She said, I haven't even seen the Grand Canyon yet. I haven't even gotten the first look. I'm about to go see it for the first time. And I said, you're going to be blown away. And congrats on taking the big step of saying, you know what, I don't need to wait for someone to do the things I want to do. I can do them on my own. That's always easier said than done, and an amazing skill to have in my opinion. After Sunday, I drove to Las Vegas, where I was able to get a hotel for 2 nights thanks to the $200 in cash that a stranger in Cheyenne, Wyoming gave me. And I stayed at the Pyramid there, if you've ever seen it. I think it's called the Luxor. Really interesting, super cool to be just there. It was also insanely hot out, like 105 to 110 degrees, so I was already exhausted. I knew I was going back to Columbus on Wednesday. I kind of just wanted to take a break and catch up on some Patreon stuff, catch up on videos and photo editing and things like that, and I did, and also just gave myself a break. So actually in Vegas, I only talked to 2 people. I'll talk to the rest of my Nevada people in Vegas and in a few other West cities from there once I get back. But it was really, really nice to have that break there and to just kind of do nothing for about 2 days for the first time in literally 50 days. And then on Wednesday morning, I flew back to Columbus, Ohio. I flew back because it was one of my best friend's weddings. So I came back Wednesday morning. I had Wednesday afternoon to relax, see my cats, and just kind of settle in. I spent the day Thursday taking care of a few things, same deal, just relaxing. And then Friday, we started the wedding festivities going into all of Saturday. And wow, talk about highlights. Nick and Elizabeth. I've known Nick for, I think, 6 years now. Oh man, I've always said we are the same person in different meat suits, and I'm just so grateful for his friendship. And I can tell you very confidently, I don't think I know any other couples whose love is so unique and genuine the way Nick and Elizabeth is. And to be there to celebrate with them, to be among Nick's groomsmen, just was the most special and emotional and beautiful experience. I was so glad I could come back for it. Like I told them, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And right now my world is my project. So of course I came back from Vegas, enjoyed the wedding, had an amazing time, met a lot of their friends and family who I had heard about or just knew about or didn't even know about, and got to meet them. And it was just, weddings are an amazing time to be able to share, not just the love of the people getting married, but also the love that their friends and family have for them. So amazing time, and kind of nice to just have that fun break in between my project. There were no real major challenges for week 8, and so I would say it was just an amazing week of getting some rest, catching a break, and celebrating love. And week 9 will be me making it to the West Coast coast, finally getting to the other ocean for the United States, and I'm very excited. I'm going to be in California for about a week, and it's going to be incredible. So stay tuned for week 9 as I continue my journey to talk to strangers, ask them for life advice, and photograph them on my 50-year-old film camera. We are making good progress. So I will see you in the week 9 update. Thank you so much for following along. Thank you for supporting. I appreciate you more than you could possibly know.